What up, fellas? Hey, I could be a little bit louder today. Yeah, it turned out that lady left yesterday. Ha ha. Coffee is for closers. Let me bring this in a little bit closer here. So, man, it's Friday. I got a job. It's the 9th. It's payday for me. So I can make some moves. So as you know, I got my hearing coming up. So yesterday I was really focused on that because I was doing my video descriptions, wanting to get out of the way. And then I want to work on my presentation. And that's what I want to talk about today. My presentation for my hearing on August 19th because I need my life insurance license. That license can change a pimp's life. I love teaching English, but reality is, with that license, I can make it in one day, but it takes me a whole month to make teaching. I'm not saying teaching is bad, but I just say I can make a lot of fucking money, okay? What I can make with teaching makes me a rich man in Colombia. Not every country, but a lot of countries it does. So I still love my teaching. But anyway, I went in. And I went in pretty goddamn hard. And I'm going to first read to you what they wrote about me. And I'm going to read to you my response. Got to put on the glasses for this one. I am turning 50 this year. All right. This is what they said. The California Department of Insurance, in its official capacity, alleges that on or about July 18, 2023, respondent demontmoret filed an application with the Insurance Commissioner of the State of California for a license to act as an insurance producer in the state of California. Said application is now pending, and no license has been issued pursuant to that application. On or about June 28, 2004, in case number 04N blah blah blah, in the Superior Court of California, County of Orange, responded under the name demontmoret was convicted upon a plea of guilty of contempt of court for disobeying court order in violation of Section 166A4 of the California Penal Code, a misdemeanor. In just in case you know, it's a violation of a restraining order or a court order. Restraining order. Visitation family order. On October 16th, 2023, the misdemeanor conviction was dismissed pursuant to California Penal Code Section 1203.4. So basically, it was expunged. Doesn't exist anymore. Pursuant to Section 2183, Title 10 of the California Code of Regulations, said contempt of court for disobeying court order conviction is substantially related to the qualifications, functions, or duties of an insurance license. I still got more to go. On or about December 29th, 2005, pay attention. The first one's 2004, 20 years ago. Next one's 2005, in case number 05 and blah, blah, blah. In Superior Court of California, County of Orange. Same violation. Under the name demontmoret, was convicted upon a plea of guilty of contempt of court for disobeying court order in violation of Section 166A4 of the California Penal Code, a misdemeanor. On October 16, 2013, the misdemeanor conviction was dismissed pursuant to California Penal Code Section 1203. Pursuant to Section 2183. Yes, that one was expunged also. Doesn't exist anymore. They're not even supposed to mention it in this, but they are. Said contempt of court for disobeying court order conviction is substantially related to the qualifications, functions, or duties of an insurance licensee. Pursuant to Section 2183, Title 10 of the CCR, the convictions referenced here above in paragraph 2 and 3 demonstrate a pattern of repeated and willful disregard for the law, which is substantially related to the qualifications, functions, or duties of an insurance licensee. On or about March 11th, 2008, in file number LBB, blah, 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 before the commissioner, respondent insurance producer license application was denied by a decision and order adopting proposal decision effective April 10th, 2008. Said denial of respondent's insurance producer license application was due his convictions identified in paragraphs 2 and 3. I did get denied when I first applied, and I made a mistake. And I'm going to tell you what that mistake was. With the company I was going to go with, World Financial Group, on their application it had, have you ever been convicted of a misdemeanor concerning theft? Which I've never had. So I marked no. But on the state application, it asks the same thing, but not concerning theft, any misdemeanor. So me thinking about the other application, I marked no. That's where I made my mistake. And that little mark of no caused me all kind of chaos, because not only was I denied because of that, should have appealed it, but when I went to get my real estate license, because of the decision of the insurance board, it took them 2 years to give me my real estate license. After a year of waiting, I couldn't wait anymore, and I started a car dealership. And then when I finally got my license after 2 years of applying for it, but the car business was killing it in the game. So, on or about August 15th, 2011, case number H37, before the state of California of real estate, respondent signed by a stipulation a waiver to a restricted real estate salesperson's license. I got a restricted real estate license over marking no on an application with the insurance board in 08. Said restricted real estate salesperson's license was due to his convictions identified in paragraph 2 and 3 and an administrative action identified in paragraph 4. Pursuant to section 2183, Title 10 of the CCR, the convictions referenced here above in paragraph 2 and 3 demonstrate a pattern of repeated and willful disregard for the law, which is substantially related to the qualifications, functions, or duties of an insurance licensee. On July 18, 2013, respondent filed an application for the license referral to above in paragraph 1. Question 2 of the background information inquiry reads in part, have you ever named or involved as a party of administrative proceeding, including a FINRA sanctioned or arbitration proceeding regarding any professional or occupational license or registration? Respondent answered no to said question. Such answer was false and known to respondent to be false, in that respondent had been involved in an administrative proceeding alleged above in paragraph 4 and 5. I did answer no. In my mind, I was thinking, you have a license, and if a person does a customer wrong, customer puts in a complaint, you have to have a hearing behind that. That's what was going on in my mind. Not the application process to get a license. So I made a mistake, misunderstanding. The facts alleged above in paragraph 2 through 7 show that it would be against the public interest to permit respondent to transact insurance in the state of California and constitute grounds for the commissioner to deny pending application of respondent pursuant to the provisions of Section 1668 of the California Insurance Code. The facts alleged above in paragraph 7 show the respondent is lacking integrity and constitute grounds for the commissioner to deny the pending application of the respondent pursuant to the provision of Section 166(8)(e) of the California Insurance Code. The facts alleged above in paragraph 4 show that the respondent has been refused a professional, occupational, or vocational license or had such a license suspended or revoked by any license authority for reasons that should preclude the granting of the license applied for and constitute grounds for said insurance commissioner to deny the pending application of respondent pursuant to the provisions of Section 1668 and the California Insurance Code. The facts alleged above in paragraph 7 show the respondent has knowingly and willfully made a misstatement in the application to the commissioner or in a document filed in support of such an application and constitute grounds for the commissioner to deny the pending application of respondent pursuant to provision Section 1668 of the California Insurance Code. Therefore, a respondent is hereby notified that he must present evidence satisfactory to the commissioner that he is qualified for the license for which he has applied for and Section 1666 of the California Insurance Code, and further must show that none of the matters set forth in Section 1668 of said insurance code apply as to respondent. So that's what they wrote. Now I'm going to give you my response. Me and ChatGPT, we went in. All right. Statement for a life insurance hearing. I wish to address the use of two misdemeanors which occurred over 20 years ago and have since been expunged as evidence against me. On October 16th, 2023, both misdemeanor convictions were dismissed pursuant to California Penal Code, Section 1203.4. The first conviction in case number 04N was for violating Section 166A.4 of the California Penal Code. On June 28, 2004, I pled guilty to this charge, which was one of the worst mistakes of my life. The conviction stemmed from attending my daughter's kindergarten graduation, which took place on a Friday. Although my visitation days were Monday and Tuesday, my daughter invited me to the ceremony. Pleading guilty was a mistake because it is unlikely that any jury would convict a father for attending his child's graduation. Unfortunately, due to poor advice from a California state-appointed attorney, this so-called crime is now being used against me 20 years later. The second misdemeanor in case number 05N also involved a violation of Section 166.4 of the California Penal Code on or about December 29, 2005. This charge arose from a phone call I made to check on my daughter's well-being. These are not real crimes, and I deeply regret pleading guilty. These unfortunate events do not indicate a willful disregard for the law that is substantially related to the qualifications, functions, or duties of an insurance license. I was simply being a parent to my child. Would the attorney who represented me so poorly be accused of acting against the public interest in their capacity as an attorney in the state of California. Application, submission, and mistakes by state employees. I'm about to put them on blast. On July 18th, 2023, I submitted an application with the insurance commissioner of the state of California for a license to act as an insurance producer. It has now been over a year and no license has been issued. A California court employee mistakenly attributed a false crime to my name, which contributed to the delay. Clearly, this employee is acting against the public interest with their mistake. It took the Department of Justice almost 6 months to remove this erroneous charge from my record. Will that employee face termination or fine for this mistake, which has caused me significant harm? Or will it be dismissed as human error? Janae Solis, the background analyst assigned to my application, also made a mistake and did not identify an error I made on my application until January 2004. Had it not been for the court employee's mistake in attributing a false crime to my name, Ms. Solis would have issued my license because her error was not discovered until 6 months after I submitted the application. Clearly, this employee is acting against the public interest with their mistake. This hearing would have occurred last year if not for her mistake. Will Ms. Solis be terminated, fined, or accused of acting against the public interest in California over this mistake? Clearly, her error has caused me significant harm. Or will it be seen as just human error? Daryl P. Seacrest, the attorney representing the state of California in this hearing, intentionally withheld documents I submitted in my defense. Please see Exhibits 2 and 3 for the missing documents. Will Mr. Seacrest be terminated, fined, or accused of acting against the public interest in California? His actions to withhold facts from the commissioner are unethical and fraudulent. Or will this be dismissed as human error? Request for fair treatment and consideration. I was offered a special defense to sign, stating that if I admitted to the allegations contained in the statement of issues and agreed to pay us $606 to reimburse the insurance commissioner for his costs in examining my conduct, along with $500 fine, my license would be issued. I responded that I was willing to pay the fine, but was not willing to admit to the allegations. The response that if I did not sign, we would go to a hearing. I then submitted Exhibits 2 and 3 for my defense, but Mr. Seacrest removed them from the 91 pages of evidence submitted to the commissioner. Oh yeah, those 2 letters I wrote, they didn't want the commissioner to see that shit, but I'm going to submit it. Due to all these mistakes made by California state employees, which clearly go against the public interest, it has been over a year and my license has still not been issued. These errors have cost me over $100,000 in lost income. Dollars, not pesos. Yet, I didn't put that in there. I'm just throwing that in. Yet I am being penalized for an honest mistake on my application. This is the definition of hypocrisy. My letter explaining why I answered the questions incorrectly, see Exhibit 4, should have been accepted and my license should have been issued. I will also include a first letter of explanation. It is outrageous that my ethics are being questioned while state employees make far worse mistakes. If I am to be fined for my mistakes, then your employees should also be fined for theirs. If my license is not issued, then your employees should be terminated for their errors. Licensing history. I would also like to point out that I have been issued licenses in California and Nevada to operate a car dealership. The state of Nevada, known for having the most stringent licensing requirements in the country, issued me a license without any problems. If my background was sufficient for these licenses, it should be sufficient for a life insurance license as well. Hoorah, motherfucker. Hoorah. So that's going to be my response. It's Friday. I'm not going to send it in yet. I think I'm going to send it in on Monday. I got to at least send it in 3 days before the hearing. And my hearing is in exactly 10 days. So I'm debating if I'm going to send it to them at the last minute, so that way they don't have time to prepare, or I might just send it in with all my exhibits on Monday. I'm going to leave sleep on it. Maybe I can add a little bit more to it, but so far what I just read, I'm very happy with. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get my license. Now, the moment I get my ass to Mexico, because I can't do nothing until I get to Mexico, ChatGPT and I got 4 lawsuits to file. Oh yeah. Wells Fargo, Hertz, Facebook, and Tinder. Why am I suing Facebook and Tinder? Well, Facebook banned my last account and called me a fraud. Well, they're going to have to call me a fraud in front of my fucking face. Tinder, they banned me for some years ago for some reason, and I don't fucking know why, what I did. So I'm just going to sue them for the fuck of it. Why not? Small claims, you could file as many lawsuits as you want. There is a catch. You can only file 2 lawsuits a year that are over $10,000. So, Wells Fargo, me and ChatGPT gonna hit them for 10 grand. Hertz, who really fucked me, both these companies really fucked me pretty bad. So they're gonna take out my 2 for the 10 grand. Besides that, you can sue as many motherfuckers as you want if it's $2,500 or less. So, I'm looking at it as it's a side hustle. I'm gonna slap everyone for the lawsuits. Even if a motherfucker is breathing wrong, I'm gonna smack his ass with a lawsuit. And could do all the lawsuits remotely. I could just keep traveling. It's funny, all my friends say I should have been an attorney. Well, in a sense, I am. I don't want to deal with other people's problems. I'd rather just deal with my problems. And I just created a masterpiece. I love ChatGPT. I would have never been able to come up with, see, I wrote it. But the edit, I would have never been able to come up with. Yeah. Anyway, it's Friday. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Hey. Hit my link tree. I got my Twitter in there. My Pinterest, I finally got it up today. Pinterest is a lot easier than I thought. I've been logged into that thing in like a year. And they approved me for the business profile. Booyah. Next thing I got to do is my website. So I think tonight I'm going to work on my website. But check out my affiliate links. Hey, it's Friday. Can you buy me a drink? It's my beer and tequila day. I got my CashApp there. I got my Zillow there. I keep saying Zillow. I mean Zelle. Anyway, shoot me a donation. If you're interested in teaching, I'll put you on, man. Have a consultation with me. Get you working remotely. So, y'all enjoy your weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be like the day I don't shoot any videos. So the next time you see me, it's going to be on Sunday when I'm heading to the strip club. Till then, hasta luego.